Hey, oh hey, I'm Ashley, and this is for Dizzy Birds. On this channel, we use a zero-based budget, cash stuffing, and savings challenges that actually make saving fun. Today's video is week 2 of February's mini Mondays. So we are going to take care of our month ahead binder, our mini binders, and our s'mores binders. So if you want to see what we accomplish, stick around, grab your favorite drink, a snack. Let's get doing great for you. We love Mondays, right? I'm going with the positive vibe because Mondays can be great, right? It's a fresh start. You never know what the week is going to bring, right? We're going to go with the positive vibes for Monday. I hope your Monday is going fantastic. We've got some stuff to do. It is week 2 of February. We are going to see where we are in our month ahead binder up first. Of course, we'll take care of our minis and we will visit our good old s'mores binder as well. But let's get started with our beautiful pink month ahead binder here. Let's see. We've got this here is our month ahead trackers. We have 10 categories. If you're new to this style of saving, we're using a snowball format to save for 10 household bills, and we are going to try to save for a month ahead. That is our first goal. Now, once we are done with that and we have saved these 10 bills as a month ahead, we will also continue on and keep building on it. But we're using this strategy to help us do this little by little each week. This product itself is in my Etsy shop. If you're interested, it downloads as a digital printable. And I think it's super cute, and I put a lot of different options in there for you based on your needs. So you can check that out. Where we are on mine is we have funded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of the 10 categories. So we are doing pretty awesome and getting right down there to our final goal. So we have 3 categories left to fund. And how this works is each envelope started out getting $3 per week. So we save a total of $30 for the week here. But since these are all fully funded, their $3 that would have gone in those envelopes get pushed forward into the snowball until we hit to the first category that is not fully funded. So for this week and all weeks until we get this fully funded, City of OKC, which is our water and trash bill, is going to be get $24 per week. So we're going to put that $24 in and see how much we have total in this category. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 125, 130, 135, 37, 39, 41, and 43. So 143 of the overall 180. So we are very, very close. 143 divided by 9, which is how much each icon is to be, means we should have 15 icons colored in. Let's see. We have 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we need to color in 2 more icons this week to be caught up on that. And then the last thing I want to do here is condense this down a little bit. So this is 100. So we're going to grab 100 out of our prop bank here. Oh, look at this cutie. And then 25, 30. So we get 2, 4, 6, 8. Ooh, almost. I think we'll just leave that one be until we get that. But this can be a 10. So 100 and 20, 35, 37, 39, 41, and 43. So 143 of the 180 in this one so far. All right, so then that leaves 2 remaining envelopes of our total 10, and each one of these now is just going to get its normal $3, and that means everything in here should be the same for the last 2 envelopes. This category is for storage. This is our storage unit for our camper. We are saving $200 for a month. So 20, 40, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 69, and 70, and 71, and 72. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right. 20, 40, 60, 70, 71, and 72. With $72 and each icon being 10, we should have 7 colored in, and right now we have 6. So for once we get to actually color in an icon here, so that's exciting. And that one is complete for this week. So $72. And then this one's the big scary one. This is the cell phone bill. It's a total of $360, which actually, full disclosure, is actually a little bit less than what we need now. The bill went up again. We added somebody else on our bill and one more device. So 20, 40, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 69, 70, 71, and 72. So that is correct. We're going to grab this back in for a 10. Keep these envelopes nice and condensed down, just to make sure that we have, we're not overstuffing. Okay, so for $72 and each icon being 18, we should probably, oh, it looks like we should have exactly 4. So we get to color one in here as well. So that's exciting. All right, so 4 icons colored in. We still have a ways to go. So as you can see, the snowball is making this move a little bit faster now. These two are still running at $3 per week, but this one's getting a full 24. So as soon as this one is done, that $24 plus this one's $3 will get added to this one each week. So this one will start moving faster. And then once that's done, this one, it'll be a little less exciting because the full $30 go in here until we have this one paid off. The other way that we get more money into this is at the end of the month when we do our monthly roundup. Any of the minis and tinies that were allocated to month ahead get put in here as well as a quick boost. And those are always a lot of fun. All right, so up next we have our good old minis binder here, the beautiful white binder. We have our 8 categories of minis that we are currently working on this month in our cute little February dashboards. Move these aside here. And let's remind ourselves what categories we are working towards. This month alone, we've got 2026 challenge, we've got the celebrations finder, we've got our debt payment, we've got dining out or eating out. In spot number 5, we've got month ahead. In 6 is the buffer account. 7 is self-care, and then 8 for our little birds, which is what we use for anything the 2 boys need outside of their normal expenses. Okay, we're saving a total of $50 this week as usual. Right back here, these are just buyback 5s. We use them to pass or to switch out 1s once we get some stuff completed. I've got $16 worth of Share the Love 2s, which we will spread out, and then the rest here is all in 1s, okay? So what we do with the Share the Love 2s is to make sure that everybody's getting a little bit of progress each week, no matter what. We put $2 here to start it out. All right. It also kind of blocks out the categories, so I forget who's under there, and it's even more of a fun surprise. Okay. We can do this a couple of different ways. I think this week we're just going to run 1 through 8, and we're going to do our 4-sided dice to see how much each one gets. This one's a 3, so 1's going to get 3, and we'll just go through it until we are out of money. And then we'll add it all up and see what we have completed, if any. I hope we have completed some. We are working on several, and it would be nice to have to add to our Save to Sync folder for February. I'm really excited. This week is, the Valentine's parties for the kiddos. They get to do all that fun stuff at school. We'll have a little fun like that at work as well. Not as much as kids get to have. So we got to decorate Finn's little Valentine's box that he's going to take to school. I always love that. Every year he has a different theme that he likes to put together. So, and I never turned down an excuse to go to a craft store, of course, which is probably not great for the budget. If we're being transparent, though, I do have my weaknesses. I do love a craft store. Okay, so we're getting down to the last few there. Okay, one there and one there. All right, so we are done. What's y'all's guilty pleasures? Mine are books and crafts. If you take me to a bookstore, it's just going to be a bad deal. And I'm getting better about the crafts because I'm running out of space to put the stuff. So I'm more hesitant to buy new things. But books, I will find more space no matter what. So that's definitely what you're going to find me struggling to say no to. Okay, up first is Little Birds. Little Birds is working towards a goal of $36 and it's $2 at a time. So we're going to have one left over here and we're going to get to color in one more little fish. I tell you what, this one is really sticking around. It does not want to move very fast. And I'm trying to decide if Little Birds, as I mentioned in my last video, Finn is starting a new series. He's got a big goal in mind that I'm going to let him share with you in his segment. But if I could put part of this or all of this money towards his goal, since it is technically for Little Birds, or maybe half of it towards his and the other half to something Riley wants to do, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking about that. Because he's really committed to working towards that goal, and I want to help him stay excited about that. Okay, so far of the 36, we have 5, 10, 15, and 20. $22, and this one comes from Bookish Mama Budgets. I've had it for a bit. It was a freebie, I believe, but I've had it for a while, so I don't know if it's still in her shop or not. Okay. Oh, and then we need to put this one here in the front, so it'll just be hanging out and ready to help us next week. Up next, we have self-care, and self-care got 2, 3, 4, and 5 this week. Let's see, what do we have in here? Oh, our cute little capybara from Becca Kim Budget. Super cute. These are $1 per, so we're going to be scribbling in 5 hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not completing that one just yet, but we are definitely making some progress. And I do believe we have some buyback 5s here available to us. So this is $5. We're going to grab this and put in a 5 instead. And so far in this one, we have saved 5, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right, up next is our buffer account, which currently we are just using in case we overspend in any one of our other budgeted accounts. So like gas and groceries is usually, sometimes dining out is where we see this, but it's just meant to give us a little breathing room for overspending. So $2, $3, and $4 for the buffer account. Let's see, what do we have in here? This one comes from Planned with Love, and so we're going to be coloring in 4 hearts here. I also have had this one for a bit, so I'm excited to finally get to use it. I have a nice stash of things that I've collected. All right, and we have a 2 and a 2 2s and a 1 to make a 5. We'll grab that buyback 5, and we have a total of $6 so far in the buffer account. Okay, nothing completed so far. All right, up next is month ahead. It got quite a bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for month ahead. Oh, and great. It's an even number challenge, so we can color in 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so far, so we're definitely going to have some buyback 5s here. There's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So a total of $10 so far. And this one comes from Build It Big Budgets. Again, had it for a bit. So if you go looking for it and it's not, if you can't find it, it's because I've had it for too long. But it's super cute and I wanted to use it for this Valentine's. Okay, up next is Eating Out. Is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and $8. And I think, yes, this is another one that is a $2 one. So $2 per icon. This one comes from Rainy Day April. And let's see, what do we have left? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, goodness, we were so close. Okay, so we're going to do, again, I'm going to remind myself, it was 8, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yep, so we get to do 4 icons today. We're going to do this blueberries, this toast, this strawberry jam, and the coffee. We just need to do, I've decided that the croissant is his own symbol, so we're not going to be completing just yet unless we have a buffer somewhere else. Okay, so far 5, 10, 15, and 20. And then we have a 5 here. So 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another 5. 30 and 32. So it looks like this one will be a total of 34. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, and 32. So once we're able to finish that little croissant, friend, we will be at $34 and completed. Almost. Okay, up next we have our debt category. It got quite a bit too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It must have heard how well we did paying off some Affirm debts last week and wanted to help. It wanted to play along. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Y'all, can you tell how bad my short-term memory is? For sure. Okay, so this one is one of mine. It's in my shop. Just recent ad. It's an A6 printable, and it saves a total of 30. So that will be a nice little boost to the debt payment once we get it done. And we have 8, so we can do 2 3s and a 2 3s and a 2 for a total of 8. To get us started on this one. So this one is definitely brand new and just getting started. So we'll do that. And I think I'll just color in the spine here. I don't want to color in the whole book because I'm being lazy today. Okay, so $8. Let's go ahead and get our buyback 5s here. And a total of $8 starting us off on this one. It says, I'm not a bookworm, I'm a book dragon. And as I just said, that's definitely true. Okay, the celebrations binder got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's see, I think this one's a new one as well. This is another one that's in my shop. And it says, I love you very much. How cute is that? Let's go ahead and get this so I don't have to keep recounting this because of my... All right, so the hearts are going to be 1, so everything on here is 1. So we can cross off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, $6 for celebrations. Which, if you didn't see that, that one's coming out right now in our roundup, monthly roundup. We put whatever comes from our minis and tinies towards it. And it's got all of our holidays. Okay, the 2026 challenge is getting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and $8. Oh, okay, we are getting very close, but not done yet. Okay, so $8. This one comes from Doodle Dollars. And we're going to cross off that 5 and that 3, and that leaves just $2. So no completed challenges for the minis this week, but oh, so very close on several. So we may see some big movement next week on these. So make sure we're tuning in. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, and 18 of the $20 overall for the 2026 challenge. Duck into 2026. How cute is that, y'all? But for serious. Okay. I'm going to mix these up so they have a little bit of a different spot than last time, because that just seems fair to me. Why am I singing? I don't know. Okay. putting these here. No completed challenges for minis this week. That's okay. I have a feeling that next week is our week. Okay, so we're going to move on to our s'mores binder. First, I'm going to set this aside to clean all of this up. And we are going to open up our good old s'mores. If you haven't seen this, where have you been? Blue Kiwi budgets and Anna Banana budgets. Love this. It came out several months ago. We've been using it ever since. And honestly, I don't see any reason to stop because I think it's super cute. I like this style of savings challenges. It's a switch up on the tiny challenges, and it just makes things a little more fun for me. We are going to save $15 every week in it. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we take our $15 and we take it all the way back here to the bank. And we put it in the bank for later. And then we're going to get our prop bills, our double prop. This is double prop because these are prop bills in the bank. And then we use these little smaller s'mores themed prop bills to go even tinier. All right. So this stack represents the $15.50 increments. Last week we started a new way of doing it where we started and just went through. So we are starting here in number 7. We grab our 4-sided dice and we roll it to decide how much is getting put there. So 3 is going right there. We're going to roll to or turn to the next one that isn't completed. 8 is completed. So we're going to skip right over to 9. It's going to get 1. And we're going to go to 10, which is going to get 2. And then we're going to go all the way to the front to number 1. And it's going to get 3. 2 is complete. 3 is complete. 4 is not. So we are trying to wrap this one up in February. And we will decide from there. 5 is not completed. We will decide from there if we are going to keep going and refill it for the next month or what. But you never know what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're just going to keep going through this rotation until we run out of prop bills here in our hand. And we will see if we get any completed. I have a good feeling about this week. I think we were very close on several, and we are obviously getting several of them done. So I think we're going to have some completions in this binder here today. Let's see. That is a 1. But we will just have to see because we never know. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the last one. So that means next week, if this is still here, this is where we start. All right, so going all the way back here to number 1, let's see, what did we get? We got $1, $2, $3.50. Let's see what we needed. Not $3.50, y'all. That's good. Okay, so each one of these stars is 50 cents. We only needed 2 stars to complete. So we're going to color in that, and we will take out our props, and the rest will go into a buffer. So we are getting very close on some, I think. Okay, so there's our 50 cents times 2 going in, so our dollar. This is going to go over here to the buffer. So this is now completed. So we need to determine, it says it's $10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $10. So that's what the bank is for. We're going to flip one over to remind us that this one's already done. And we're going to go all the way back here to the bank, and we're going to get our $10 out, which we have right here, $10 and completed challenge. And then we're also going to look, before I flip it over, this is going to our 2026 challenge. So that is an exciting completed challenge for that. And we'll ring that bell. All right, now we're going to go to the next one that's not completed, which is number 4, and it got $2.50. Let's see what it needed. Oh, wow. Okay. Think we might be doing pretty good here too. All right. So each number here is 50 cents. So, or each letter is 50 cents. So there is 2 letters makes $1. So Happy New Year. That's $1. And this is $2. and this would be 50 cents. And this is where our buffer comes in. Okay, so we have an extra one over here. We're going to go ahead and grab that and finish this one out. And that one is now complete. So we colored in 6 letters. That should be a total of $3. We're going to turn that $3 in there. We're going to flip this over. This goes to month ahead. Yay. And then going back to our bank back here to collect our $8. 1, 2, and 3. I did have some 10s in there that I didn't realize I had. Okay, so $8 for month ahead. This one comes from Doodle Dollars. How cute is it? I just love her stuff. We're going to ring that bell. All right, and we have another completed challenge for the S'mores binder. Okay, so we are done with 4 now, so we need to flip that one over. So now 1 through 4 are done. Okay, so we have spot number 5 got a total of $1. Let's see what it needed. It looks like it needed a little bit more than that, so we'll have to see what we do with the buffer. But these are all 50 cents left. These all come from Budgeting with a Ginger, and it looks like we need quite a bit there. So we can at least color in 2 for now. So let's do that. 1 and 2. And we will see what we have to do at the end. So we are still working on this one for sure. Number 5 still has a little ways to go. 6 is done. Ooh, 7 got quite a bit. 7 got 1, 2, 3, and $4 total. What did it need? This one comes from A Quart of Savings. And $4 means 8 of these cute little cups. So let's color those in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Ooh, we are very, very close on this one. So we might pull from our, I think we will. I think we are going to go ahead and pull $1 there because we can finish this one out. So there's your $4 right there. And then if we pull 2 more 50 cents pieces from our buffer, we now have this one completely finished for A Quart of Savings. And this one's going to the Celebrations binder. And it says we owe $9. Let's go ahead and flip this number 7 over while we are thinking about it, because it's all done. And let's grab our $9 out of the bank. There's 4. And we need to get 2 5s. There we go. So there's our $9. And our bank is starting to thin out a little bit, so we must be getting close to finishing all of the ones that we're going to finish today. So $9 completed for, I already forgot, Celebrations. And that's going to go towards that pretty pink binder and at the end of the month. Okay, so let's see what we have left. So 5 is one we're still working on. We need to check number 9 here. Number 9 got $2.50. Let's see what it's got a little ways to go, it looks like. So it's going to be around for a bit, I think. Each one of these is 50 cents, so we have a total of 5 that we can color in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So getting closer, but we still got quite a ways to go. This one comes from CBA Mom Saves. And we will go ahead and put that back in there. And we will decide about our buffer here after we finish this last one. Okay, so spot number 10 got $1.50. What did it need? A little bit more than that. Okay, so $1.50 is 3 coins that we're going to finish up here. This one comes from Becca Can Budget as well. This adorable little pig. We're going to color in 3 more coins. All right, so we still got a ways to go on a few. It looks like 10, 9, and number 5. So now all we need to decide is where we want to put this 50 cents or this dollar, and I'm feeling like we need to put it towards the one that has the most progress needed. So this one is definitely in the running for me in that regard. It's got a long ways to go. And then I think this one here with budgeting with a ginger is still pretty high on the list as well. So there was a third. There it was. Let's go ahead and do this one. Just picking, not even really thinking the reason why, just picking because it's all the same. We're going to color in 2 more here, 1 and 2, and it'll just get us a little bit closer on that one. All right, so let's take a look at where we are. So it looks like if each one of these is 50 cents, we need $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $5.50 to finish this one. Let's see, $5.50. And then we are $9. Or on number 9, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50 away. All right. And what am I doing here is I'm trying to figure out if we need to bring the full 15 and if we will complete. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, yep, we definitely still have one more go. And if we can actually bring $16 next week, we might complete everything in this binder. All right. So we are done with our s'mores for this week, which is only the second week of February. We have gotten a lot done. Let's recap what we got. We got 3 completed, 1 for the 2026 challenge, 1 for month ahead, and 1 for celebrations. So that's always really great to have some completed. And next week we are probably well on our way to completing 1 or all, depending on what we can budget. And we will add these in here to our Save to Sync folder to add into our February roundup. All right. So with that, we have wrapped up our Monday Mini for week 2 February. Our next video will be our Tiny Tuesdays week 2 February, so you will see that come out tomorrow. I hope to catch you there. If you have been watching this week or you watched this video to the end, would you mind giving me a comment and a like down below? Let me know that you're watching. And I believe I asked a question. I don't know if it was in this video or the one before. Gosh, it's all blurring together, but I'd be really curious to know what are your guilty pleasures with spending? What are the things that you have a hard time holding back on? As we had to go out this weekend to get some craft supplies for a project. I definitely find it difficult to hold back on craft supplies and books. Books are my other guilty pleasure. I would love to see down below what yours is too. Help me feel better about having those things that are just a little more challenging to hold back on. If you'd be willing to share with me. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the week, a wonderful rest of your Monday, and until I see you, hang in.